Ba, ba, da, ba, ba. Alrighty. Let's see what's happening. See if I've got this thing actually working. Ooh, I think it might be finally live. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's see. Yay! Bronwyn's here. Hello, dear. What is this pop-out chat? Let's try that. All right, we've had some technical challenges tonight. And it didn't help that I changed all my camera settings this week because I was taking product photos. So the color may be slightly different to what you were previously used to, but it should hopefully be okay. I'm just waiting for you guys to let me know that the audio is okay. I can see Bronwyn, hello, and I can see yells. Hello everybody, 9:20. I'm so sorry. We have had the most flat out week, and today has just kind of topped it all off. We had 3 o'clock I had to go pick up Piper from school, and then they sell hot chocolates after school every Friday to raise money for the school. And then there was the school Christmas fair on tonight, hence the Christmas jumper. And so I was there until I made my excuses just after 8. I was like, I'm so sorry, I have to go. And I didn't get lunch today. I had to order some like chips at the fair. They didn't want to deliver the chips to the fries to the school because anytime they get, and apparently whenever they get orders to a public place, it's normally teenagers just like pranking. I was like, I didn't get lunch, please. So I think they took pity on me and decided to bring me the fries. And poor Craig is in there. Poor Craig is in the kitchen now making dinner. It is 9:20 at night and he is just about getting dinner. And that's kind of summed up our week this week. And then tomorrow I am flying to Northern Ireland to go back and see the family. So I look a little bit jaundiced. So what is happening is I will actually not be doing my full stint through to midnight because I have yet to pack my bags and print my boarding pass and do all that jazz. So I will though do a little bit of crafting. Hi Amy, hi Yells and Brahman, and Ashley is there as well. Hello, and Snow, hello. Right, I have some goodies that I want to share with you guys, and maybe we can play with one or some of these today. So I got an order in from Tonic. I'll turn this down a little bit. Tonic Studios, and I'm really excited to play with some of this stuff, and I might do that tonight. The only reason that I might not do that is because some of the stuff that I've got take a little bit of time to dry, so we'll see. There was a few sets of alcohol markers which were relatively new that I didn't have in my collection, so I really wanted to try them out, and one was these purple colors, and Piper's favorite color is purple, so that just had to happen. This is called the Hazy Mauves. And that one is called Violet Breeze. It's actually very pinky in my mind. And then this one is called Wild Thistle. Once again, kind of a pinky purple. And then Lilac Grey. Ooh, yeah. It is definitely a grey tone, but with that purpley kind of tint to it. I've got a purple grey that's similar actually. BV23 looks like a light version of that. Let me just grab BV23. See what that looks like. It might work really well together actually. Oh, it's actually much darker, much more bluey color. Interesting though, I like them. I think that'll be lots of fun. Amy says, I like their markers. So those are the hazy mauves. And also purchased is organic greens. Now greens is actually something in my Copic collection. I have completely dried out all my greens, mostly because of when I was coloring Crocs, the Heffy Doodle Originals, the Crocs, that's a lot of green. So these ones I wanted to grab as well. I've got white grape, pardon me. Oh yeah, that's the perfect name for it actually, white grape. These nibs kind of feel a little bit harder than the ones in the previous NUVOs that I have. I wonder if they've maybe changed them slightly. Desert sage. Yeah, sage is definitely a good name for that too. And then we have wildwood moss. Hey Mona, how are you doing? So Piper always uses these ones. I do too, as you know. And I always love it whenever we get extra colors. So that is organic greens and hazy mauves for my collection. Although I have a bit of a problem is that my storage unit here doesn't have any more spaces left. So I might actually change to these cute little teal tubs. I haven't decided yet. I haven't fully committed yet is what I really mean to say. The only thing that's putting me off really is that I won't be able to get, I like being able to lift the whole collection, but I think as my marker collection grows, that's probably going to become a pipe dream anyway. And I think these are super cute. I think they look so nice behind me on the wall. We shall see. We shall see. Mona says she's still in bed. Mona's feeling a bit poorly, so if everybody could please send her lots of positive vibes to help her get better. Also in my tonic order, I have my eyes on these little guys. And I saw somebody, might have been Laura Volpes, use them in a video or have them in the background of a video as a prop, and I was like, what are those? I want to try them. So these are two, they call them media spatulas. They're silicone knives. The NUVO media spatulas are the ideal companion to any mixed media project. The various sizes are great for applying, mixing and spreading product over a large area or through a stencil. They work brilliantly with a variety of mediums including paint and pastes. The flexible silicone palette ends easily glide over your surface, and the painted metallic grey wooden handles, oh it's wood, offer a sturdy and comfortable hold. Nice. I am loving these. I think they're going to be really funny. Hey Candy, happy Thanksgiving to all of our American friends, and happy Black Friday to everybody who is abusing their credit card tonight. All right, so here's the other thing that I got in my NUVO stash. Now, Snow is actually to blame for this. At least that's who I'm going to blame. This is NUVO Glacier Paste. Now, here's a question for you guys. I feel like I'm really dark. Have you guys heard of or seen NUVO Glacier Paste before? Switched over to YouTube, says Candy. Let me put this stuff away. Easy bean. So this, as you saw, I literally just opened it. So I am excited to play with it. But I have no part in this, says Snow. So Snow was talking to me about this and said, have you seen the Glacier Pastes? I'm like, no. And she says, I think when it dries, it looks like foil. I was like, really? So the word on the street, guys, is that whenever it dries, it almost gives a foil-like result, which I thought was very intriguing and interesting and definitely needed to be played with. It kind of looks like a cream eyeshadow. Ooh, there is a lot of shimmer in it. It's so pretty. So there's 6 colors and I got them all. I know, full set syndrome, huh? Yeah. So I think I might play with that. Must have been a different Snow. Yeah, absolutely, must have been a different Snow. And I had to get the spatulas to go along with them. So we might play with them in a little minute. And the other thing, 2 things actually, which I bought as part of a different order, is 2 L'Enfant thingamabobs. So this is the magic picture changer, and I've seen loads of projects with this, and I've been really intrigued on how, like, some projects are just immense and absolutely beautiful. And Megan Quinn sent me a card which had little fairies that she made with the Heffy Doodle set, and it had the magic picture changer in it, and I just loved it. I thought, that's so cool. I love it so much. So I decided that what I would do is I would get the die and play with it, and kind of give it a whirl. Candy says, such a fun die, only made 2 so far. So yeah, I'm excited to play with that. And Marble Mine Snow, Snow says, it's mica. Yeah, it is mica, so sparkly. Where did you order the spatulas from? Hope it's UK. Yes, I ordered it from Tonic directly. That is so cool. And if you haven't already, if you're placing an order with Tonic, you might want to get a silicone mat. I love these ones, which has the non-slip sort of silicone rubbery back on it. The other thing that I bought is the Let's Toast pull tab add-on, which has this really cool feature for pulling up to create like a slider, and I thought that I would play a little bit with that as well. It just kind of makes everything so simple. You can tell I'm tired. I'm sorry for yawning. But I think we should have a go on these NUVOs. I think that would be really cool to try that out. I don't know how long it will take to dry though, but sure, we'll give it a go. Okay, so I'm gonna try this stencil, which is the Twinkle Twinkle stencil. I think that would be a good one to start off with. I'm gonna get rid of my Copics. For now, and I'm going to do it on some, actually this I think would be beautiful, be really pretty. Yay! And guys, it's nearly Christmas, yay! So Christmas in our house, 1st of December. This year though has been really weird because everybody seems to be more Christmassy in our house, and there was a lot of talk about, oh, maybe we should put up the tree early, la 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 la, which never happens in our house normally. And we actually decided to order a new tree. We have an artificial tree at the moment, and it is 12 years old, we discovered. Ooh, so nice. Ooh. Yes, 12 years old, and we got it in the sale, so it's definitely had a wonderful and a wonderful life. It has served us extremely well. Ooh. But we decided to get a new one. So I ordered it and I thought, oh, this might actually arrive. I think I ordered it on Tuesday or something. And I thought, well, maybe it'll arrive and we'll get the tree up early. But then I didn't get a shipping notification until today. So much for getting the tree up early. If anything, it'll probably be put up late because it probably won't arrive now until someday next week. But ah well. All right. So this is super creamy. It kind of is the consistency of buttercream. It's not as stiff as embossing paste. It's really light, but then it's not as foamy feeling as the mousse. I know this is really random description words here, but I think it's pretty cool. Has anyone else tried this? Yes, the spatulas for tonic. Yes, they are indeed. So I'm just going to try and catch this a little bit here. Nice. Put this up. Then you can keep the tree up later. Well, actually, I'm one of those people that I love to get the tree up and I love to decorate it. But then after Christmas, after about 3 days after Christmas, I'm very much like, right, come on, everything away. So we normally leave it till New Year's Day. But I really can't handle much more than that. Okay. Can you guys see that? It looks absolutely stunning. I'm gonna pop it to the side. While I do a little cleaning up. I feel like I'm going to have gold hands, like Goldfinger or something. Because there's a lot of mica floating around. Look at that. Oh yes, let's put some gold shimmer on my face. They're on my wish list, but I haven't tried them yet. I have been good and resisted up until now. Well, Amy, that means you have to come over to my house and play with them and see if you really need to buy them. But we all know the answer is probably that you do. I love that gold. It is lovely. So there's definitely like shimmer, mica, transference for want of a better word. All those little mica bits, I can see it shimmering on my hands. I can see it on my table, on my stencil. But it doesn't bother me at all. There doesn't seem to be any staining, which is nice. I'm loving that. Let me bring in that stencil for another look. It looks so cool. Loving it. Okay, let's try a different color and a different stencil. So we've got red, silver, and green, and then we also have got two blues, a greeny blue and a ice blue. Let's have a look through my stash. See what I can see. Okay, so I've got Steady Heart here. I think that'll be really pretty. And then also the Rain on My Parade might be kind of fun. So let's do Steady Heart with the red. Gonna be really fun. Okay, so what should we do this on? Should we do it on white or should we do it on red? You know I love a tone on tone. I feel like I'm gonna do red. A little bit of cherry on top. Just going to try and balance this somewhat. There we go. Ooh, for the rain you could try a mix of the blues. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that. So I am finding that I'm having to cut the foil away, which is not a bad thing because then you know that they are really well sealed, because you don't want these kind of things drying out, especially in storage. Ooh, chunky, chunky, chunky monkey. Now I think did I use the pointy one the last time, do you know? Ooh, do you think these would show up well on dark black paper? Let's find out. Wouldn't that be so cool? Ooh. There we go. This one seems to, it's like the glitter is like silvery or something. I'm definitely enjoying the flat end on this. The other one, I kind of had to go at an angle. Well, it's a 45-degree angle. This one, it's like painting your room with your bracelet then. But it is a bit more awkward to scoop, but not annoyingly so. I think it probably also depends on what stencil you've got, how deep it is, how intricate it is. I always like to scoop away the excess as well. But you can leave it on thick like this here. You get a little bit more texture that way. Okay, I definitely think that one's going to be a little, like, I don't think it's going to be as shimmery, I predict, but who knows. Just scrape off the excess. back in my jar. Scoop with one and paste with the other. That's a good idea too. Can you see the shimmer in that? Beautiful. They're so easy to clean. Look at that, beautiful. Vanessa says, I've been looking at these spatulas and wonder if they're worth the money. What do you think of them? So far, I'm liking them. They're not as heavy as I thought they were going to be. I don't know why I thought they'd be heavy, but I did. They're quite light, but it's not like it's light and cheap feeling. You know, sometimes things feel really light, like they're badly made. It doesn't feel like that. That's why I was surprised that it had a wooden handle, because I thought it was just maybe plastic. Whenever I saw it, it looked maybe like it was plastic, but no, it's wooden. It's good. I do feel like with the silicone, it has a little bit of bend, which is nice. And all things considered, cleans rather well with just baby wipes. Obviously, I would recommend to anyone, probably the best way to clean your stencils is to put them in water to let them dry off. I mean, to give them a good scrub. But I don't have any water just now. Right, let's see. What did we want to do? Let's do dark cardstock. Oh, this is obviously a bigger size, but that's fine. Hey, Nancy Lee, checking in from my break at work. Ordered my first Heffy Doodle stamp set. Woohoo! I remember. Yay! Hopefully it arrives soon. Obviously, with the Thanksgiving holiday, it will probably take a little bit longer than normal to get through America. All right, let's see. Oh, let's see what they're called. So the first one was a gold one, and it is called Golden Era. Oh, nice. And the next one is called Haute Red, like haut red, like high red in French. And this, oh, it's so pretty. It's a lovely like pastel color. This one is called Frostbite. Fun. Chris says, hey Chris, hi, do you play Fortnite? I do not. Despite having a husband that has his own computer games company, I am just not that into computer games. The kid is into computer games, but prefers Overwatch, I think, to Fortnite. It's just really easy. It feels like there's no resistance. You have the bend to it. It's nice. All right, I'll be interested to see what this is like with the dark cardstock. Yay! Okay. Oops, I managed to smudge it a tiny bit there. It's really pretty. And so far it's showing up quite well. Okay, I think I'm might have to run away and get some more wipies. Humana. Just doing a quick sweep of the room in case there's any hiding somewhere. No. Okay, guys, I'm going to put you on mute for a second and I'm going to go and get some more wipies. Going to get some more wipies. Be right back. I'm back. Sorry for that little intermission. I hope that you all went and got yourself a cup of tea, a trip to the restrooms, and all that jazz. Let's see what you're all chatting about. Ooh, I really like that, says Amy. Looks good on the darker card. Let's see what it's like when it's dry. Yeah, I think that's probably the real clincher, isn't it? I don't know how long it takes to dry. Let me read the packet in just a second. And it's not too messy. Some of these, it's absolutely gorgeous. Like I feel like I just want to rub it all over my skin with all the shiny. Shiny. I think the dry paper towel helps pick up the little mica bits. It's so pretty. Okay, let's see what it says. Clam things up a notch with our NUVO Glacier Paste. Simply paste over a stencil or rub directly onto a surface. Let's try that. Effective on a variety of materials. Scrape off any excess paste, return to the jar and leave to dry. Let's rub it directly onto a surface. What does that mean? What are we going to use? Is the question. Are we just going to use our fingers? Because why not? You kind of lose some of the colour, certainly with this one. Maybe it depends what you're rubbing it with. It is interesting though. Gotta say, oh, use a paper towel. Okay, well, I just went 2 feet first, 2 fingers first. Okay, let me use a paper towel. fingers can bring mold. Oh, okay. Probably mine as well, because after being at school tonight with all sorts of fun stuff happening. Okay, it's a bit overexposed. Let me turn down my lights a second. Wrong way. Can you see? There's definitely a beautiful shimmer. See that cut out with like a snowflake dye or something, I think would be absolutely beautiful. It does give a really nice snowy feel. Let's rub one on with let's rub on the red. With a paper towel, Lesley. Okay. Kind of feels like the paper towel is absorbing a lot of it, and it looks really silver. Can you see how silver that is? Oh, here, I'm not even on focus. It's not overly even, but then it's not dry yet, so I shouldn't really judge it, should I? But look at that. It's like compacted mica. Just look at that, it's so silvery. Is little rouge. Blending tool? Shall we try a blending tool? Oh, I love experimental sessions. Oh, it's just too pretty. Let's try a blending tool. It's a bit like the NUVO mousse. The blending tool gives a beautiful effect with that. Let's try the green. It's called Green Envy. And I bet you're all green with envy that I get to play with these fun toys. Of course, I was thinking that the red and green are going to be perfect for Christmassy colors, and we're so close to December that I think we're allowed to say the C word now, the Christmas word. Yay! Right, I'm going to grab the Unbelievable stencil. I think that will be a good one to try out, don't you? Yay! And I think again we'll go for a little tone on tone. Hey Maria! Amy says, I like the splodged effect before you rubbed it in. Oh, okay, cool. I'm not sure these are quite the right tone. Let me see if I can find another one that might be just a bit better. I'm going to steal this a second. more time. Okay, I'm going to try this one. It's quite light. I need to just trim it down. Bear with me. Okay, that's 4 1/4, but it's too long, but we'll trim that down afterwards. Hey, Aunt Max, what are you making today? Asks Maria and Aunt Max. I am playing with some new goodies that I got from Tonic. So I'm testing out the spatulas. Let me turn this down a bit more. The silicone spatulas, and also some glacier paste. So over here you can see that I have done a little bit of playing so far. I'm waiting for them to dry. So the word on the street, somebody suggested that when the glacier paste dries, it kind of looks like foil. And I just had to try it out. And so then it's not quite dry yet, but let me show you what we've got. Here we've got a gold on a teal, and it looks like, to me, I think that looks absolutely stunning. Looks really regal. I think it's gorgeous. Next up we did red on red. This one's a bit more textured on top. I don't think I smoothed it down quite as much. And certainly the red color is there, but it's more of a silver mica shimmer in it. And then this one is, what was this one called? Frostbite or something? Yes, Frostbite. We wanted to see what it looked like on dark cardstock, so that's good. We're going to try it on black as well. And then it said on the packaging to rub it on, so I rubbed this one with my fingers. Oh, you can't really see, it's a bit dark. Can you see it? I'm going to have to tilt it a little bit. It has a bit of a blue shimmer, but it's looks a little splotchy in real life. But super shimmery. And then this one, we can get a better idea there. I rubbed on with a paper towel. And now that it's drying out, it doesn't seem as splotchy, but there's still some like streaks down here, as you can see. But it's so shimmery, so pretty. So now I'm going to try with a blending tool. Hopefully I have one in here. Okay, I don't have a clean one, so I'll have to use one that's already been used before, but that's fine. You might get a little bit of ink transference, but I'm sure that won't be a problem. Oops, I think I just completely missed that. It doesn't really want to stick to the foam pad for some reason. It's incredibly shimmery. Yes, I think pouncing seems to be a bit more effective, maybe. We'll try the foam blending tool also just on cardstock, like blending it in, not through a stencil, and see if that makes any difference. use a braid. Oh, nice texture on the hearts. Yeah, it's so pretty. Beautiful, says Samantha. Nice and shiny. Ooh, okay. So this one has definitely, I don't know, the edges look a little bit raggedy, but can you see the shine? So pretty. Just gonna clean this up before I go directly onto cardstock. How cool is that? That is pretty awesome. I'm going to give that another bit of a rub down. Slightly more delicate stencil. I think this one will definitely need a bit of a soaking in the bath. Mind you, it might be green from a previous application of inking rather than from Glacier paste. My bin is full. So I want to try the paste just onto some white card. I don't really know how much it's going to color, which is interesting. Ooh, this is coloring a lot. You guys see it? It looks really cool. Hey, Mary. So, I guess what is interesting is that the silver mica, it kind of is unpredictable in where it lays down, because down here there's like oodles of it, and then there's not as much up here. I don't know whether it's because I went over it again. I don't know, love. I just don't know. But either way, pretty cool. Okay, let's try the silver on black cardstock. That's what we want to know. There's just so much mica everywhere now. Pretty. I think this will need to be washed as well. Let me wrap it in a paper towel or something. Here, I can put it in this maybe. All right, So we want to see, oh, Mary says, yeah, I caught you live at my craft test too. What are we making? We're playing with Glacier Paste. Love the shimmer of the Glacier Paste, but yes, Micah will take over your world after using it. We are discovering this, but that's okay. I mean, I'm fine with that, I think. Yeah. Black. So the silver one, it's more like a gunmetal. Oh, it's called Quicksilver. To me, it looks a bit more gunmetal gray rather than like a shiny, like this to me is silver, but this is a darker gray. But all the rest of them shimmer with a lot of silver, so I don't for a minute imagine it's going to disappoint. And for those of you who have just joined, I will sadly be cutting the video short tonight because I fly off to Northern Ireland tomorrow. I'm visiting the family. What's on your sweater? It's a penguin. I apologize for penguins in November, but sorry, not sorry. It was Piper's school fair today. So we got a little penguin with his paws, his wings up, and then he has a hat on, and this is the bauble. Little pom-pom at the top. Yes, it was Christmas fair tonight. So everybody had to wear their Christmas attire. All right, so now we have got the Star Swirl stencil. I think out of everything I've done so far, the gold stars on the teal is my favorite, but that could have something to do with the fact that my favorite color is teal. Chortle. I'm gonna go back to this little one and play with that because I feel like I haven't used it since the first one. So let's see. Definitely much easier to get in that nook. Scoop out. Ooh. It's, even though there's loads of mica in it, it is not gritty. So the other day I used some, what's it called, Glitz gel, the Gina K one, which is gorgeous, but it's super gritty, like it's like when you're scratching it off. Even whenever you're washing the stencil, it just feels really gritty. Okay. But this is super smooth like butter. Frosting is the best, I think, description that I can probably say. It feels like frosting. Those tools look cool. Yeah, they really are. And I like that they're really easy to clean. Like, I have a metal palette knife. And maybe, where is it? Here we go. Maybe because it's metal, it might actually smooth across better. And actually it picked up that, even though I didn't want it to. Interesting. It's all about the noise, isn't it? It definitely gives that noise, whereas the silicone one is silent. But what I was trying to say is when you wipe off this, you can get these weird marks on the metal. Ooh, okay, my middle star smudged a bit, maybe because this is low quality cardstock, this one. It's just a lightweight black. And with any kind of stenciling and paste, it's probably a good idea to use some repositionable spray adhesive to stick it down. Like Pixie Spray is da bomb when it comes to that. Wow. I'm just going to go ahead and mica oneself. Snow, I think your mum would hate these. But actually it's not glitter, so there's that. It's not glitter. Oh, it's so shiny now. You know, everybody knows that as a crafter, like, glitter happens, and frequently you have people say, oh, you got glitter on your face. And Craig has pretty much embraced the glitter on the face, you know. It's a bit like poop happens, glitter happens. And I don't use it a lot. A little bit of shimmer pen maybe. A little bit of Stardust Jelly Roll. But oh my, it's a happening tonight. I love this so much. Okay, that is dry. Okay, let's zoom. Can you see it? It's beautiful. Candy says, I wear glitter body spray, so I always, that's amazing. Where do you buy glitter body spray? Is this like an American Bed Bath & Beyond thing that I'm sad that I can't get a glitter body spray? That's amazing. This is gorgeous. Everybody right now needs to go and buy the gold, because absolutely by and far it is impeccable, beautiful. It's not that raised up, it's a little bit raised up. Avon, amazing. Oh, does Avon do it? Awesome. Okay, so that was the first one. Is this one done? I feel like this one is going to need a little bit more time, because it was a bit more generous in the application. Yeah, there's a little bit of, still a little bit there, but still a super interesting background. Like, how cool is that? So pretty. Let's see this one. I'm glad to see that it's not actually taking that much time. So to dry. This cardstock has a texture, can you see? And it still has worked really well. This has definitely gone a bit curly whirly. But a shimmer for days. Likewise. Beautiful. This is just like screaming to be a snow scene. Maybe add ink onto the top. Ooh, we should add it on top of ink. Yeah, this one's still wet for sure. And there's you can see in the inside, can you see how this has actually bubbled up? It's just gotten wet, and then actually looks like embossed up because it's wet and then it's got quite a lot of the paste on there. But still very interesting. The gold. Mwah. So I feel like I haven't done one, which is this one, Sea Sprite. Is that, have I done the rest of them? Yeah, I think so. Let's give Sea Sprite a go. So I wanted to try it on top of an inked background. Let's see what that would look like. What color shall we ink? Maybe, let's go for some pinks. Because I'm a rebel like that. I think they'll be cute together. Okay, so this is a bit of Clairefontaine cardstock. Oh, somebody asked me a question earlier because I was using the Catherine Pooler inks last week. And somebody asked me about how long have I had my Catherine Pooler inks. So some of them I got this year. Catherine and I did a bit of a swap because I was like, Catherine, I need that stamp set. And she was like, I need one of yours. And I was like, let's swap. And then, so I got some inks and stuff. And so she sent me some this year. And then I got some at Creativation because she let me, or she gave me some to use at the booth. So I didn't have to bring a whole lot of stuff with me. So she gave me some to use at the booth and then I got to keep them. And then I've had some from the previous year as well. So that's nearly 2 years ago, not quite 2 years ago. And the question was in regards to comments about the inks drying out. And I have not had any experience with that. In fact, if anything, the ink pads are almost too juicy for me. Like you have to, some of them you need to be really light touch. Maybe that was a problem with the initial batch or something and then they fixed it. I don't know, I'm just guessing. When I first got the Catherine Pooler inks, however, someone on the Catherine Pooler design team at the time said, if you're getting the inks, I recommend that you get the re-inkers because they go fast. Now, I don't know whether that's because at the time they dried up easily, like you're mentioning. I've got mica all over my ink pad now. Or whether it's because they're so good that you're always using the inks, because let's face it, I do like them a lot. Or why that was mentioned, I do not know. Maybe it was just a marketing ploy to buy the inkers as well. Who knows? I did not buy the inkers because I barely even buy inkers for what I've already got. Just feels like another thing to store in my mind. All right, what kind of stencil should we put on this one, guys? Ooh, here we go. Aunt Max says, is there snow in Ireland this time of year? No, but it is very wet and rainy at the moment, sadly. Your sheets will be shiny if you don't shower before bed. Yeah, I actually think they will still be shiny even if I do shower, because even giving that a good scrub, that is not going anywhere. All right, stripes. Ooh, stripes. Steady heart, says Amy. You know, I think we'll go for either stripes or raise the roof. I think. Ooh, or we could go for Love Circuit. That might work also. Let me bring out Candy Store. Oh, that might be nice as well. Okay, Candy Store has disappeared. So we've either got Raise the Roof, like this, or we have got Circles of Life, or we have got Love Circuit, which, now that it's in front of me, I totally want this one. Plus I think that it will work with finer designs better. I don't know why, but I do. They could all work. Yeah, exactly. Hey Pam, Love Circuit, says Vanessa. Yeah, I think so. I don't know how minty green it's going to turn out to be, but let's see. Ooh, this one smells a bit. This one smells a little bit more, I want to say industrial, like maybe, you know, like industrial paint or something. Bit more solventy, I guess. That's probably what I'm going at. So guys, I'm going to Creativation. I'm pretty sure people asked me on here before, am I going to Creativation? And my answer was no, no, no. And then, well, I realized that I might miss out on a lot of fun. And I just wasn't for having that, you know. Didn't sound like something that I was happy with, to miss out on all that fun. So, yay, I'm going to Graduation! What was this one called again? Sea Sprite. Really love that stint sauce, isn't my thanks. These guys are so easy to clean. And now they're so shimmery. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys. That's incredible. I think that's gorgeous. Can you see it on the screen there? Awesome. Absolutely is. I am going through a year's supply of wipies and paper towels tonight. But that's the price you've got to pay to be shiny. Oh, this is another one that's going to need a bit of a scrubbing, I think. I remember when I designed this stencil and I showed it to Craig and I was like, what do you think? And he was like, are they random? Yep. I think my response was, thanks. It does look amazing on the pink. This is like all sorts of shiny. You can't see, but even this shiny. Oh, I just moved the paper towel and there was a snowfall of mica. Once again, we have a little bit of splodging where it's kind of moved onto the stencil. Definitely think, because it's so fine, pixie spray, temporary adhesive, etc. Maybe even just putting like washi tape all the way around. I think that's definitely going to get you a better result. It looks amazing. I would love to come, but only a home crafter, not business, says Vanessa. You can go as like a blogger or something like that, but it costs a lot of money. Especially if you're flying over from the UK. All right. I am really happy with these. I'm going to put some of this stuff away though. Hold on. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, guys, let's turn one of these guys into a card. And then I'm gonna have to say cheerio, because I have bags to pack, laundry to do, parcels to wrap, and all sorts of fun things to get ready for tomorrow. I also probably need to book parking. Ooh. Lastminute.com. Pear Blossom Press says, I'm going to be quiet in here today. Busy packing orders. Oh yes, that's Black Friday for you though. All good. All right, guys. Any requests over which one to use? I really like this one. And I really like this one. Oh, it's so pretty. Donna says, you've done a wonderful job. Thanks, Donna. Yay. This one's also cool, but a bit more. I think these ones have a lot of wow happening on them at the moment. I think they'll look beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, this one's not quite dry, so I'll pop that to the side for just now. Just a lot of shimmer. Oh, it's so pretty. I like it. Or we could put pink on the inside. I'm not sure. I kind of like it, I kind of like this being the focal, so I'm gonna maybe trim that down. And I'm going to use, I'm going to trim this one down to a card size first of all. And then we'll see where we're at. So we need 5.5 by 4 1 little quarter. Donna says, my first time watching you and I'm very impressed. Oh, thank you so much. Today's a bit different to normal actually, because I normally just get stuck in, whereas today I'm doing a lot more playing. But I'm glad you're having fun. So what if we did a rectangle of this to go on the inside? Do you know, I think that's too small. I don't want a lot of pink. I just want a little hint of pink. I'm going to trim this one down. Just checking it's beautifully. I'm just going to check any edges in particular maybe aren't as crisp as the others, and then that'll help me determine which one I will trim down. And I'll take 1/4 inch off on each side, so there's just an itty bitty bit of pink showing on all 4 edges. I think it's so pretty. So pretty. That piece looks very mid-century, modern, vintage. Beautimous. Absolutely is beautimous. So what are we going to do with it is the question. Let me turn down this because it's a bit too bright. See, when I turn it down, the shininess on the thing. Maybe I'll just tilt it. What are we going to do with this card then? I think it's absolutely beautiful. But what are we going to do to the rest of the card is the question. Maybe we could have a smaller section in the middle. I don't want to cover up all that beautifulness is the problem. I'm going to have a little hunt over here and see what I can find. Ooh, I kind of like these guys. We could add a tag. like a little wide fishtail banner kind of thing. To go to the school fair tonight, I had to use one of my fridge bins, so all my dies are just loose at the moment, sadly. So I'm going to look through, see if anything jumps out and inspires me. Any suggestions? Some stamp or something? Yeah. Let's have a look, see what I can find. I think the fairy one is like speaking to me, mostly because of the Twinkle Twinkle was brought out with the fairies, but let's see what else there is that might jump out. The Happily Ever Crafter actually could be beautiful on here. Let's stamp some of these. Using the large strips of ease with a sentiment and accent with the stamp. Brilliant idea. But first I'm going to do some, I'm going to do a little bit of Happily Ever Crafter. Stamping and a tiny bit of colouring. And we'll see if I can wrap this up by 11. Closing doors early tonight. So I'm a little princess, and maybe I'll do the carriage as well. Did you guys see the, there was a card that was made by one of the design team, and she did like I want to say it was Beauty and the Beast, but I think it was Frozen, a Frozen scene with the palace and the princess. It was absolutely amazing. I've gone a little bit close to the top there, but hopefully we can make that work. And I think she added, I want to say maybe it was Cinderella. There was like mice. Let's do the mice. Should we do the mice? Why not? Candy says that card was so good. It really was. So beautiful. So I'll use the mice from Hello Squeakheart. Whoops, smudgy ear. Better. And let's color these in. Oops. So I feel like I need to bring in some of that, some of the pinky colors. I might actually use some of my classiques. The pastel colors and the classics are quite nice. These are the Spectrum Noirs. That one's quite a nice one. This one is called Blossom. Sorbet is more purple in my opinion. And they get darker into more purpley tones. R20 is nice. V00 is a nice, it's actually more of a pink, I mean a purple, but I think it works. Let me zoom you in. Mask carriage off and stamp the mouse in the carriage. Actually, there's a die in the set that cuts out the inside of the carriage. So you can definitely do that. You can put a mouse in there. I'm actually going to bring in some purples because I think we need a third color. She's going to look more like Rapunzel or something. I guess we need a chameleon more than anything else. No. Maybe we need to try one of our new colors. Where's my swatch from earlier? The lilac one. No, what was it? Violet Breeze. Nice. Soft purple. Violet Breeze. Loving that one. That's Mimosa. I'm going to color one of my mice. Kind of an orangey color. Oops, I'm off camera. And blend that out with like an E00 or something. Makes him look a little bit more like a guinea pig or something. I'll give him a white snout because I like that. Spectrum Life. Woo! We're using Spectrum Noirs. It's your namesake. First time. Hello. Right, so we're going to give her a nice tan, I think, with E21. Let me just check my marker chart with me. E41 maybe now. And I'll just blend it into E00. Let's not forget a little blush. With my Spectrum Noir Classique. All right, onto hair. I think we're gonna have brown hair because my favorite Disney princess growing up
Have I told you who it was? Have I ever told you guys before who my favorite Disney character is? Snow's not allowed to guess because she knows. So I'm just using some random browns here and doing a flicking technique because hair has so many different shades in it. That part of the trick of getting nice hair is to get these layered streaks of color. And if it looks too streaky, first of all, don't worry about it, but you can do little circles to kind of blend it out a little bit. But I kind of like it streaky. Sometimes I think it's streaky and then I'm like, ew, and I go away and I leave it. And then I come back, and because it's settled a bit, it looks so much better. I don't even notice it. I don't think it's ew or anything. A little grey mouse with some warm W3. 2 years ago this week, we brought home Fiskars, our little gerbil that repeat viewers will know who that is. And you know, whenever you log on to Facebook, it'll say, this is in your memories, go and have a look. Well, it came up in my memories this week, and I think it came up in Craig's as well, and then we were like super sad because he's so cute. We miss the little guy terribly, and I'll always keep hold of this Hello Squeakheart stamp set because it always reminds me of him. All right, what color are we going to do our carriage is the question. I don't feel like I would do gold justice, so I think we're probably going to have to go for kind of whimsical colors. The mice from, oh, here we go. Aunt Max says, the mice from Cinderella. And Ashley says, Belle. Yes, Ashley, you're right. My favorite princess was always Belle from Beauty and the Beast. No, did you guess that because of the brown hair? Who's your favorite Disney princess? So we've got a teal carriage. Let's face it, if Lesley had a carriage, it would probably be teal. I think we're going to do some pink trim because that's the color scheme we got going on over here, dudes. Oh, apparently that's purple. Well, purple trim. Paint with gold paste stuff. I don't think it will paint well. I could just use gold paint, and we might do that actually. That could be super fun to add some gold accents to it. Okay, these two are not anywhere near the same color family, so I'm gonna bridge the gap with a little V000. Ta-da! And I think I'm actually, I'm gonna paint some of this gold. Oh, BB23 that was. I thought it was a C5 actually. We'll go for a dark. You can't quite see in. It's tinted windows. This carriage has got tinted windows, and let's face it, if you had a carriage, if you were royalty, if ever anyone was going to splurge for tinted windows, surely it would be royalty. Don't you think? I'm going to darken up some of these shadowy bits a little bit more. I might even add a touch of grey. Oops, wrong way around. This is that BV23. Oh, I'm off camera a wee bit there. Sorry, guys. Aunt Max says, Cinderella, Cinderella, Cinderella. Ashley says, yes, but she's also my favorite because she's a bookworm. Yeah, I'm all up for that. That's kind of my jam as well. And Vanessa says, Jasmine for me. So here, have you seen the new Aladdin? The live action Aladdin. Yes, the live action Aladdin. I've seen it. I liked it. I liked it. Craig was like, but that's normally his MO for things like that. All right, so this is Starry Colors by Kurotake Ganzai Tambi. And they're really heavily pigmented and beautifully completely covered with mica. So I think they're going to give us just the shine that we're looking for. Can you see? Excuse me while I'm quiet as I hold my breath. My mint color went over the line there into this heart frame. But luckily the paint is so pigmented you can't really see. I got these paints for Christmas. It might have been last year, could have been the year before, I don't even know. What do you think? So pretty. Right, let me get a little pot. To rinse out this brush. I'm a Toy Story girl all the way, says Candy. We actually rented the new Toy Story movie 2 weekends ago and watched it. You see, I'm not a Toy Story girl at all. Maybe it's a generational thing. Maybe I was too old when Toy Story actually became a thing. I watched the first one and I thought it was brilliant, but I just didn't think it had the same replayability as Beauty and the Beast. I totally watched it to death. On VCR, baby. That's right. I'm old school. I'm going to stick this down because it's getting late after Lesley saying that she wasn't going to stay late. It is now after 11. I want to make sure that the paint is dry before I start running it through machines though. Candy says, I've not seen the new one yet. Oh, you're gonna have to do that soon. Interesting. Right, so this is the die for the Happily Ever Crafter set. And it has a heart that is actually attached. So if I use it as is, it will cut out perfectly on the inside. So let me show you what I mean by that. So you basically have the choice whether to detach it or not. It's because of my son. He was Andy. Cry my eyes out when he goes to college every time. Which came about before he graduated. Oh. So now I have that perfect section cut out, but I can just actually lay that in if I wanted to. Poor Candy, says Vanessa, our son left home in July and it's sad but happy for them. Yeah, one of my friends, one of the other school moms, she used to get really wound up at other school moms whenever they would get super upset, saying like, oh, my baby, I can't believe my baby is finishing school, or I can't believe my baby is in year 2 or whatever. I don't want them to grow up. And she was like, that's what they're supposed to do. You're supposed to, like, don't make them feel guilty for something that they can't help. They're supposed to grow up. Tell them they did great. Tell them they did fantastic. Tell them, like, they're amazing. Don't lament over the fact that they're bigger, older, taller than they once were. You can do that in private. Where do you get those beautiful paints, says Vanessa? Sorry, I missed that question. Those paints were bought off Amazon. I got them for Christmas, but they were an Amazon purchase. Although I think they might have come from Japan, because I'm fairly certain they took about 3 weeks to arrive, rather than the normal, you know, whatever it is that it normally takes to arrive. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's so cute. Hello, mouse delivery service. Princess, are you coming back in? Let's go put this here a second. Oops, messed that up. Oh, Princess, are you coming back? Yes, I'm coming. Oh, excuse me while I just make up a little storyline in my head. We were watching on the telly the other day, The Toys That Made Us. Have you guys seen that yet? It's a Netflix show. And they were talking about My Little Pony. And I played with My Little Ponies when I was growing up. So whenever they were showing like the retro My Little Ponies, I was very excited about that. I was like, oh, I had that one. I had Applejack. Applejack was by far my most favorite. I'm trying to find a little circle or something that would go well behind this guy. But I believe my circles are hiding. There we go. I think we'll go for some vellum maybe. Yes, let's get some vellum on the go. Ooh, actually, I'm going a little bit rogue here, but it's an interesting texture. So let's see what we can do. And I will get something to go behind it, either a vellum or a, yeah, I think a vellum would work. If I can find something. All right, so this is called Angel Wire. It's been in my repertoire for many a year. It might actually detract from the shininess because it's actually much duller than I thought it was. But let's see. Toys that made us great documentaries. Yeah, they are. It's always really funny to hear the stories about how things came about. Normally there's a lot of drama around it, or bickering or fighting or something. I'm going to cheat and do both of these together. I got another addition to my craft room. Do you like him? Isn't he so pretty? I need to give him a name. I have some vellum, and then this circle kind of is a bit more shiny whenever it's something behind it. But I think it's not, I think this will work better on a white color. So we'll just go for this and make it stand out, I think. Mind you, the angel hair, you can paint it, so you could paint it with the, you could paint it with the mica. That would make it, the glacier paste, that would make it super shiny. But let's finish this off. I'm going to secure the mousy mouse with some glue. What's the plant name? The plant doesn't have a name yet, but he definitely needs one. Do you guys have any name suggestions for my new crafty friend? I have had, I'm not sure, a Tippy Tumbler doll. I used to pretend the operating box thingy was an iron. Yeah, crazy. just going to put a tiny bit of purple tape on there. And then add some foam pads on here. What, crafty friend? It's a plant. Maria thinks that I've got another pet or something. He's a plant. He's lovely though. I think he's a very beautiful plant. We went to the store to look at Christmas trees. And Piper, Craig and I came home with a plant each. I don't even know how it came about, but it happened. It was kind of funny. Right, we're off to buy a Christmas tree. You come home with 3 plants. All right, so I'm going to want to raise this up, but I'm going to use the negative because nobody's going to see it anyway. Oh, do you know what? Oh, where's my other mouse gone? Mouse! There you are. I feel like I just want mice on here. I feel like it's going to be super cute with a mouse, and then maybe on the inside, or maybe you could put her down here. What do you think?
I've painted over the black line here, so I'm just gonna scrape away a little bit so I can see the black line come back.
There we go. Everything is fixable. Just mice. Vanessa says just mice. I need 2 on his butt. All right, I really have to go because I've got bags to pack. Oh, I'm loving him. I think we could do with either a little sentiment at the bottom in a sentiment strip, or maybe a word die, I'm not sure. And then maybe we'll put the princess in the inside. Oh, here comes Craigie. Have I dropped? No?
No.
Oh.
You've stolen all my batteries.
Oh, still on your batteries. It's okay, I'm finishing up now.
Where's the...
All right. There we go. We are going to call that done. And she's going to go in here. I'll just add this. There's some on the dresser, but oh, there's 2 here. There's 2 in there that I took out of something. Hunt for them.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is somebody. Yay! Pretty. Doodles! I love that. Come on, Doodles, come and see. We've actually got a robo vacuum thing, and his name is Noodles. Ta-da! So here we go. We have to move this out of the way. Zoom, zoom, zoom. There you have it. I think it looks super cute, adorable, and the shimmer is divine. Isn't it awesome? And this is actually the princess mouse, and this is the prince mouse, and they're on their way to the ball.
It's the cheese ball. Every year in Italy, that's where they have it. Yay! I'm so glad I got a chance to play with the glacier paste and experiment with the absolutely gorgeous colors. This has dried almost like a pure silver, and although that was the sort of minty color, it almost looks just like pure silver. This is the silver, but it kind of looks more, this one looks more gritty. Silver and the minty one, but still gorge. This one I'll be interested to see what it's like on white card. And here's my leaf. I didn't look at that one earlier. Definitely a bit more smudging around the edges, a bit more of a whimsical look, not quite as polished or refined as like these ones, but still really shimmery and shiny as well. So I hope that has given you some ideas of whether you like the glacier paste or not. It certainly has tickled my fancy, and I've had lots of fun playing with it. Yay! Pretty. What is the name of the stamp set? So the stamp set with the carriage is called Happily Ever Crafter by Heffy Doodle. And then this one is called Hello Squeakheart. And at the moment we have free shipping, and we also have savings on selected products. So go and have a look. Some of them are up to, I want to say up to 70% off or something like that in selected ones. So take a little look-see pooksy. The sale will only be on for the weekend. So there we go. Okay, guys. I have got my bags to pack, so I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourself. Don't spend too much money on Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales. And I shall see you all next week for December. Christmas! Whoop, 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 whoop. Bye! Ciao, bellas! You are all my princes and princesses.